Before Constantine, Christianity was a minority faith, born in the eastern provinces of the Roman Empire. It spread quietly at first, mostly among marginalized communities. Christians initially faced occasional opposition, but under Emperor Nero, 54 to 68 AD, active persecutions began. By the late 3rd century, the Roman state viewed Christianity as a destabilizing force, suspicious of the Christians' refusal to participate in state-sponsored religious rituals, which were seen as essential for the empire's unity and stability. The most severe persecution of Christians took place under Emperor Diocletian, 284 to 305 AD. Diocletian sought to restore the empire's stability by promoting the traditional Roman religion. Christians who refused to comply with Roman religious practices were subject to severe punishment, including the confiscation of property, imprisonment, torture, and execution. This period of persecution, known as the Great Persecution, was the darkest period for early Christians, as they were forced to gather in secret to avoid detection and execution. Constantine was born around 272 AD in the Balkans, the son of Constantius Chlorus, a respected military officer who eventually became Caesar in the tetrarchy established by Diocletian. Raised in a politically complex world, Constantine was exposed to various religious beliefs, including Christianity. Constantine rose to power in 306 AD following his father's death, but his position as co-emperor was challenged by rivals, notably Maxentius in the West. Constantine quickly established himself as a capable leader and skilled tactician. His ambitions went beyond mere survival as co-emperor. He envisioned unifying the fractured Roman Empire. To accomplish this, Constantine recognized that he needed more than just military strength. As he grew in power, he sought legitimacy and support from both his soldiers and the population, which included the growing number of Christians within the empire. The night before the Battle of Milvian Bridge in 312 AD was a turning point for Constantine. According to legend, he saw a cross in the sky with the words in hoc signo vinces, "In this sign, you will conquer." While accounts vary, Constantine reportedly instructed his troops to adorn their shields with the Chi symbol, an early Christian symbol representing Christ. The next day, his army won a decisive victory against Maxentius, who drowned in the Tiber River as he tried to flee. Historians debate whether Constantine's vision was a genuine religious experience or a politically motivated tactic to garner support from Christian soldiers and citizens. Nevertheless, Constantine attributed his success to the Christian God, setting the stage for his eventual conversion. In 313 AD, Constantine and Licinius, his ally and co-emperor, issued the Edict of Milan. This decree granted religious freedom across the empire, marking the first time that Christians were openly allowed to worship without fear of persecution. The Edict of Milan was groundbreaking, as it provided Christians with property restitution and allowed for public worship, which represented a sharp break from previous emperors' policies. The edict also shifted the Roman Empire's approach to religion in a more pluralistic direction, granting religious tolerance not only to Christians but to all religions. This created a unique environment where diverse faiths could theoretically coexist under Roman rule, although over time, Constantine would favor Christianity, signaling its special status. Following the Edict of Milan, Christianity transitioned from being a persecuted minority to a legally recognized faith with imperial support. Constantine personally funded the construction of basilicas, established Christian churches, and granted clergy various privileges, including exemption from taxes. The construction of major Christian sites, such as the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem, demonstrated Constantine's deepening involvement in church affairs. Through Constantine's patronage, the Christian church gained a political influence previously unimaginable. Christian bishops, once a marginalized class, became respected leaders within the empire. Constantine's support effectively laid the foundations for the church's future role in state governance, which became especially significant in the Byzantine Empire and later, in medieval Europe. In 325 AD, Constantine convened the Council of Nicaea, the first ecumenical council, to address theological divisions threatening to fracture the young church. At the heart of the controversy was the Arian dispute, named after Arius, a priest from Alexandria who argued that Jesus was a created being and not co-eternal with God the Father. This view, which challenged Orthodox teachings, had gained traction and caused intense debates. Constantine, concerned about the potential for division within the church and the empire, saw the need for unity. The Council of Nicaea ultimately condemned Arianism and produced the Nicene Creed, a statement of Christian faith that affirmed the doctrine of the Trinity. By presiding over this council, Constantine took on a quasi-priestly role and set a precedent for the close relationship between the state and church in matters of doctrine and policy. The broader impact of Constantine's conversion on Christianity. 1. The spread of Christianity. Constantine's conversion accelerated the spread of Christianity beyond its initial base in the Eastern Mediterranean. With the emperor's support, the faith moved swiftly into other parts of the empire, including the western provinces. By the time of Constantine's death in 337 AD, Christianity was well on its way to becoming the dominant religion in the Roman Empire. 2. The development of Christian doctrine. Constantine's support allowed Christian theologians to engage in doctrinal debates and define key elements of the faith. Theological discussions flourished under imperial patronage, leading to a unified doctrine that enabled the faith to grow and establish a shared identity. The Nicene Creed, for example, provided a foundation for Orthodox Christian beliefs that remains central to many Christian denominations today. 3. Christian art and architecture. Constantine's reign saw the development of distinctive Christian art and architecture. He sponsored the construction of major churches, which departed from traditional Roman temple designs and instead embraced the basilica format, a structure suitable for large gatherings and communal worship. The era of Constantine also marked the beginnings of Christian iconography, which would grow into a significant aspect of religious expression. 4. Institutional hierarchy. Constantine's endorsement of Christianity established a formal hierarchy within the church, with bishops occupying influential roles in both religious and political matters. The episcopal structure became integral to the church's governance, shaping the administration of Christian communities throughout the empire and beyond. While Constantine is celebrated as a pivotal figure in Christian history, some contemporaries and historians have questioned his sincerity. His conversion came late in life, and he was only baptized on his deathbed. Moreover, Constantine continued certain pagan practices, such as holding the title Pontifex Maximus, chief priest of the pagan religion. These complexities have led some to argue that Constantine's conversion was more about political expediency than genuine piety. Others criticize the unintended consequences of his support for Christianity. With imperial backing, the Christian church gained power and influence, but this also led to internal disputes and occasional corruption. Additionally, as Christianity gained dominance, it became less tolerant of other religions, leading to the suppression of pagan practices, setting a precedent for later conflicts. Constantine's conversion marked the beginning of Christendom, a political and religious system that would dominate Europe for over a millennium. His reign laid the groundwork for the Byzantine Empire, where emperors ruled as defenders of Christianity, and the fusion of state and church reached new heights. Constantine's vision inspired later rulers to uphold and spread Christian doctrines, leading to the establishment of a Christian Europe. The foundation of Constantinople in 330 AD as the new capital of the empire further exemplified Constantine's legacy. Designed as a Christian city, Constantinople would later serve as a center of Christian learning and influence, outlasting the Western Roman Empire and preserving Christian traditions until its fall in 1453. The conversion of Constantine was a turning point for both Christianity and the Roman Empire. While his faith is debated, his impact on the church and the Western world is undeniable. Constantine transformed Christianity from a persecuted sect to a state-sponsored faith, setting it on the path to becoming a world religion. His legacy endures not only in theological and ecclesiastical traditions, but also in the political relationship between church and state that shaped Western history. As we reflect on Constantine's life and legacy, we see a complex figure driven by ambition, political savvy, and perhaps genuine faith. His decision to embrace Christianity reshaped the empire and, ultimately, the entire course of Western civilization. The Roman Empire, once a realm of diverse religions, gradually evolved into a bastion of Christian orthodoxy, with Constantine at the forefront of this transformation.